Hello, people! Happy Mayhem release day! You guys, we finally made it to the end of the tunnel. And this 5 years has been such a long journey. But we are here with the brand new Lady Gaga album, Mayhem. So, today we are listening to the album, but it's a little bit different today because actually I have already heard the album. Like, no, it's not leaks because I am the fortunate few that has been selected to go to the album pre-release party. And right there, I heard the album. And I actually did film my reaction. So today we're listening to it again. And I will insert my initial reaction so you can have it best of both worlds. Without further ado, let's go into it. First one, Disease.
然后再来。
One thing I would talk about Disease is that this song has longevity because no matter how many times I hear the song, I never got bored of it. I am a person who easily get bored of songs. I cannot loop songs. I cannot listen to a song for a prolonged period of time. But this song, Disease, I've been actually quite enjoying it, and even more so than first listen to the song. And it was very complex. The production, it has so many layers. Every time I hear it, I can listen, I can focus on a different layer. And it was really enjoyable to listen to, even more so after this song has been released for at least half a year now. So I think this one really hold up really well. And yeah, props to, it was such a good opener for the album. The next one, Abracadabra.
Abracadabra, Aba-Unana, Abracadabra, Aga-Ugaga. Abracadabra, 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 Abracadabra. Feel the beat under your feet, the floor's on fire. Abracadabra, Abracadabra.
I am so happy that this song exists because this one, for me, is the most commercial of the album, honestly. Is a song that everybody I feel like would appreciate. I just feel like this song is such an earworm. I am so obsessed by it. Everybody is, and it created such a cultural moment for what it represents and how it brings back joy in people's life. And it was such a collective moment for Little Monsters to experience. It just feels like the world has really focused on this song for once in a moment. Even friends that I know that is not familiar with Gaga's recent work, or just general public, they have knowledge of this song. They tuned in for this song, and to think that this is a love letter that Gaga has written for OG Little Monsters, for people that has supported her along the way, for people that feel for the Fame Monster and the Fame and Born This Way, and it just feels like such a full circle. She didn't do it for the GP, and she didn't do it for the charts. She released this song on a Sunday, for God's sake, but the people tuned in, and that for me is such a moment. And it really warms my heart every time that I saw a little monster that has followed her for years reacting or listening to the song. Like, this song is our secret language. And I'm so happy. I'm just so happy. Now we're moving on to the new tracks. This one, giving fame.
What is this? The fame? The fame?
The reference she made about herself. S stutter is so iconic, so signature of her earlier days. The fame all the way.
Garden of Eden. Take you to the Garden of Eden. So many still going on.
I didn't know that Michael Jackson's scream was there. The way that this song sounds straight out of the Fame, but is still elevated with so much EDM synth. It was such a love story to the older self. I've been watching so many interviews of her, like the way that she talked about her pre-debut era where she has been performing club after club in Lower East Side, and it just feels like that moment where she is revisiting her old self and connecting with the person that she is before the fame. And the spoken word chorus hook, I love that. I love it. I'll take you to the Garden of Eden. The whole crowd was shook from the whole song. And I cannot tell you how much joy that brings me. Next one, Perfect Celebrity. The song that she has talked about being enraged by fame itself. This part, I really like. It almost sounds like she's in the laboratory making like science, but like in the music term. Soft and Kant. That vocal run. Still get me, still get me. Woo. That most. Everybody was gagged. Everybody was gagged. I can just imagining her concerts, everybody singing along that. Oh. This song, as the working title of Mayhem, is such a perfect song because I feel like the Joker 2, Harley Quinn, and Mayhem are all her answer to the question that poses in the Fame and Fame Monster 20 years later. Because the fame is about what if I am famous, and the glam and the dark side of famous before she is attaining that level of fame that she is now. But now that it's 15, 20 years later, and she is like, I have the fame now. And when I look back at the Fame, the album, and my younger self, the part of me that wanted it so bad, what do I have to say? What do I have to add on the relationship of fame culture and people and the artist and the art itself? And yeah, I feel like Joker 2, Harley Quinn, and Mayhem is a long arc of re-examining fame culture. A really good answer to her whole discography and her whole legacy. And I just feel like this song is such an encapsulation of that whole thing, and the whole synopsis of the album is honestly it. This song is such a progression. When you listen to the intro, it's just some bass and some EDM synth. It's just like that, and it's very simple but very mysterious, like something is brewing. And at the end, when the guitar comes in, when the drums comes in, it became a full-on rock song that sounds like a perfect storm, and it just grows. And the whole album is a journey, the song is a journey, everything is a journey, and it just so well progressed, like it really well paced and coming from one point to another. And I just love it. I just love it. And then the next song, Vanish Into You. And let me tell you, that is my favorite song. That's everybody's favorite song. And let's just get into it. The layering of vocals. Christine. Full on crying to this song. What the fuck?
Now I know why Die with a Smile is on this album.
I'm sorry. It's just, this song is just so emotional. I'm still crying. What the fuck? And she said in an interview that this song and Die With a Smile is two sides of a coin. Like, this song is about dying with someone that you love, but with a very hopeless situation. And Die With a Smile is very hopeful. And yeah, it's just, this song is so grandiose. It's giving like it's giving 2000s hard rock and a lot of the rock band that has the sound in the early 2000s. I feel like they have this sound of the song. It's a very grandiose rock ballad, and I love it so much. And the first time I listened, I didn't really pay attention to the lyrics and how apocalyptic that it is. To quote Gaga, that this song is apocalyptic. So desperately in love. And yeah, just the melody and the singing has already made me super, super attached to the song. And honestly, if I hear her sing live to this song, I might just start bawling. Like, tearing up thinking about it. What the fuck? Okay. Next one, Killa, featuring Gesaffelstein. Let's just listen first. The riff. I love this riff so much. This Gaga, we've never met her. We've never met her. Kinky. So crazy. The lyrics is so unhinged and serious. Scream at the end. That's her. The scream. I was in a complete state of shock after my first listen to this song because who is this girl? Who is this girl? Like, we have never met this Gaga before, but she said in the Apple Music interview that this is actually her. This is what the song that she grew up with sounded like. This is the song that she likes. The Rolling Stone, the Queen, the iconic rock bands that I don't know from the 80s is all encapsulated in this song. I was so shocked, but this one is my instant favorite because I love that she is taking risk. She's doing something that she's doing something that's never done before. It's so different from what the market wants. So different from what her fan expected. It just subverted so many expectations, and I love that. I love that she pulled the rug under us and not really letting us know what is going on. And I love that. One thing about Gaga is that she will surprise you. That song is such an experience. And let me tell you, the whole party was shooketh when we listened to the song. A funky Gaga? Never been done before. Never seen. Gagged to the core. Gaggedy gagged. Next one is Zombie Boy. The 80s synth.
Tell me this is not Summer Boy 2.0. Tell me this is not Summer Boy 2.0.
It's still not over. Every time it caught me off guard. This song just gives me so much 80s joy, and the first time I hear it, I feel like it just gives me that instant summer boy feeling, and it's giving AA, it's giving boys, it's giving zombie boy, but it's at the same time, it sounds less dated. A lot of the song sounds like it could come out of the Fame album, but like with a lot of different layers and a lot of different production added to it. And that's why I love this album so much, because it reminded me of early day Gagas, but it's not just early day Gagas. I feel like we are always comparing her songs to her previous work as if, oh, this is blah blah 2.0. But like, it's very elevated and very different. It takes elements from it, but it's not just a direct copy of that song. And that's what makes this album so good, because it's not a carbon copy of the Fame. The inspiration feels like it's straight out of 80s, like even goes further back than the Fame. The sound effects, the production, the synth that they use is straight out of 80s. it just feels really, really retro, and did not expected that. I feel like Killer and Zombie Boy are the two songs that kick off the second act of this album, which is really retro, and honestly really happy. It gives me this intense amount of joy that I didn't expect from Mayhem, honestly. And I can feel like why a lot of people were caught off guard by that, because I know that they are expecting something that is like abracadabra or disease through and through. But you know, she's giving us this diversity, as she's saying she don't want one sound that go through all of the songs in her album. She don't want to give her songs outfits, but she is still bringing the 80s, but in like different sorts of aspects. And I love that for her. I love that she is willing to try new things, and I love that she's not conformed by any rules that there is for album making, and I just love that for her. And yeah, the next one is Love Drug.
What is that?
Going on. Ooh. Again, is a very rock ballad song, and it's mid-tempo, is not going very hard, but like this is what I didn't expect from the album. I thought every song is going to be hard, but like a lot of it really isn't. They are really some kind of soft rock ballad that is really melodically well written. And a lot of the pop formula is to, you know, repeat the same sound over and over again, you know, like poker face, poker face, poker face, like that. But like her songs in this album is like very good, well written, well constructed melody. And the chorus, none of it is repetitive. And it's just really goes to say that her songwriting ability to create a memorable melody is top notch. It is a song to blast out on radio, on speakers. It's just very warm. I don't know why this album gives me immense warmth instead of dark and coldness. Next one, How Bad Do You Want Me? this part. Already caught me in.
Do you want me?
What is the plastic dog?
A very Gaga-esque play on word, like how bad do you want me, like how intense do you want me, and how naughty do you want me. Not really in a relationship, but like in general, people see this two sides of her, this person that she is, but people feel her in this way, and that the two personality, the dual personality clashes. And like she is trying to ask, what do you want from me? I'm showing you myself, but apparently your idea of me is different from my own identity and my own self. And it's sort of callback to Perfect Celebrity, in the sense that she has a lot of identity. She has Joanne, she has Stephanie, she has like Lady Gaga, and the OG Lady Gaga, and the Lady Gaga that she is now, and she is a jazz singer, and she has so many complexity in her life that people maybe want one thing from her and don't want the other part. Or maybe sometimes when she's doing one thing, people want another thing from her, but when she's doing this other thing, people want the old thing back. And it's just so hard to, getting push and pull into all sorts of direction and trying to please every people, that giving them what they want, giving us what we want, because that's what we asked it. We asked for this album, and she's asking us on this album, how bad do you want me? Initial listen, I didn't expect to slow down and on the tempo and but like sitting down and listen to it again, I just feel like this is such a good romantic emotional song, and I love this song so much. It just shot right up to me, and yeah. Okay, next one, Don't Call Tonight.
What
This is straight out of 80s commercial. This robotic voice. Again, 80s influences, so much of it. The robotic voice, I just feel so familiar to that sound tactics that has been used somewhere, but I don't know where it's coming from, and it's just so cool. I love that part so much. This one is sort of giving me Chromatica vibe, honestly, and I don't know why. It's giving Free Woman and Fun Tonight kind of feeling. I love that she is able to encapsulate so much 80s sound in one album without it feeling repetitive and without it feeling like something that she has done before. This album to me never feel like a dark pop album. It's just a pop album. It's just maybe the first 4 or 5 songs was a little bit dark, and the end is dark, but like in the middle it feels like a celebration to me. It feels like a very, very colorful, joyous, everything is going on moment for me. And yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Even though like Don't Call Tonight, even though the lyrics is kind of sad in this song, but like, yeah. Okay, the next one, Shadow of a Man. another rock ballad, but this time has a lot of disco influences. And let me tell you, this song was not what I was expecting when she said that this song is about she being the only female in an all-male setting. And I thought this would be angry, but this is actually not, well, at least not to me when I first listened to it, that this is not angry. This is actually very happy, and she is trying to make the best out of these moments, and she is living in a shadow of a man, but she will try her best to make the most out of it. And like Chromatica is very colorful imagery with a very, very dark origin, and it's about healing from these darkness. Mayhem, it feels like she has overcome these darkness and she is in a really happy place, and she's revisiting these darkness and dark times of her life. Guys, what if Mayhem is actually her older self, like the dark Gaga that we love, and the light that we see, the white dressed lady that she is actually who she is now, and she's trying to impart that wisdom to her old self. Next one, The Beast. I did not expect this song would go like this. We are in the slow tempo region, and let me tell you, this song is we have the growling in this song, and you know how much I love a growling Gaga, and the way that she has so much control of her voice that she can growl, be all like let go with her voice in one moment, and in the next line she have it back, she collected herself back and give such a great pristine vocal moments for us. And I don't know what is the percussion that was used here. I honestly feel like it was some kind of folk dance kind of situation here, and it just really gives you this feeling of something's lurking in behind, and like this sense of danger and sense of like uncertainty in the background, and it's just so good. It's just so good. Next one, Blade of Grass.
Traces of lonely words, illusions too. Come on and wrap that blade of grass around my finger like a last. 'Cause even though the church burned down, will be your
She wrote this for my.
I fall into your eyes, shelter from storm. You said, how does a man like me love a woman like you? I said, hold me until I die, and I'll make you brand new. Come on and
This prolonged outro. First of all, she wrote this for Michael. It just warms my heart that she is in such a good place with her relationship now, and that the two seems to be really, really going so well. It's just made me so happy for her. And Michael has been such a great influence in her life. We wouldn't even have this album probably if it's not for Michael. So thank you, Michael. You're my father, and I will remember that. And I just feel like the last two songs, The Beast and Blade of Grass, is such a song with, like, I can see them in a musical. In the interview, she says she wants to write for a musical. I feel like this is the way that she's trying to do that in her album, because I feel like these two songs, I can totally see them, somebody performing it on stage is the climactic moment of a certain act or something. This song is very, very emotional. Whenever I just think about Sonia, I can't even talk about her. There's so much I want to talk about, but we just can't talk about her. Otherwise, this video would never end. It just breaks my heart the way that she talks about Sonia. You can tell she deliberately make these ballads because she is sick and tired of people asking her to turn ballads into dance music because they're intended for ballads and they hold these intense emotions in them, and it doesn't always have to be dancing through the pain. Not that this song is any way painful, it's very hopeful. It really is the beacon of light in this whole mayhem situation, and I love that. And I love how their relationship is turning out, and it just gives you this sense of security that you can really feel it in this song, and I love that. And then the last one, Die With A Smile with Bruno Mars.
Since I survived, I realized if the world was ending, I wanna be back to you. And die with a smile. If the world was ending, I wanna be next to you.
What did you think? And I just feels like Die With A Smile is such a good ending point of this album because it started with this really chaotic moment until it really slowly disintegrated into a stripped down rock ballad. I know that I said before that this song doesn't really sound like a Gaga song, but that's what Gaga did in this album. None of the songs sounded like a Gaga song. This is what she did in this album, and you can't say that this doesn't fit. You can't say that this isn't what is intended for this album anymore, because nothing is intended for this album. This album is a collection of all the things that she liked and all the different sides of her that she never showed to us. I think a lot of us didn't expect that because we heard Disease and Abracadabra, and we thought the whole album is gonna be like that. But that it's like slowly changing, have ups and downs, and it's really a very different journey than what everybody expected that this album would be. And yeah, she really subverted all of our expectation. And overall, this album is a love letter that she wrote to us. that she talked about her difficulties in becoming a celebrity. She talked about how difficult it is to balance life and fame. And she talked about how deeply broken inside, like the fragmented self that she has inside of her, and how she picked it back up, to tell her story, but also to give us what we want, to give us explanations. That's why she's been so candid in all of this interview. She really set no boundaries in this album because she really goes to places that before she would definitely refuse to go back to. All of these unresolved issues that really feels like it's just whoosh, go away. And it's just such a healing process for both of us. And sonically, this album is going into places that I've never seen Gaga go before. And she is really trying different things. And it's really, I'm really happy for her. And I just love to see her creative juice going. Am so pleasantly surprised by all of these songs that is very 80s, very pop, very joyful, very partying, and it really takes me back to a time that, it feels really nostalgic and reminiscent. It really feels like The Fame Part 2, I have a feeling I'm gonna love this album so much. Top of my mind, my favorite is my favorite is definitely Vanish Into You. I love How Bad Do You Want Me and Killer. And Perfect Celebrity goes very hard. And Garden of Eden. And I'm just naming all of the songs. I'm gonna give you guys my full album ranking, but I just want all of you to know there is no single bad song, not even single mediocre, not even a single just above average song. All of them is masterpiece, and all of them is a song that I will loop on a daily basis. But if you have to point a gun into my head, I can give you a ranking, and my ranking changes every single day. So this is just a tentative ranking, but I'm gonna give you that. And, for the community and all. And, so we will come back later to listen to the bonus tracks. But until then, share, subscribe, comment. Tell me, what do you think about this album? And I'll see you next time. Bye!